Look! Look, the dynamic duo!
Hey guys, welcome to the Dynamic Duo. I'm Franz.
I'm Kevin. Welcome back to the Batcave and Avengers Tower, ladies and gentlemen.
Kevin, listen, we just came from watching Doctor Strange, The Multiverse of Madness. What did you think? So everyone, this is a non-spoiler review because there are things that should not be spoiled about the Multiverse of Madness. So what did you think, Kevin?
One word. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
No, go ahead. No, I mean, I was going to say, I absolutely and completely concur. You go.
The easiest way that I can explain it is this was what a superhero comic book action sci-fi movie should be. It was a pure popcorn enjoyable film.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna go into a whole lot of specifics. As Franz said, this is a non-spoiler review, but I want to point out something, ladies and gentlemen, and I want you to pay attention to what I'm saying. A couple of months ago, Captain America and I went to see the Batman. The biggest difference between these two films is that when we left the Batman, both of us kind of scratched our heads and literally were wondering what we just sat through. The biggest difference here was that I think if we had had the money and the time, Franz and I would have sat through this thing again. And I am not kidding. The film is that strong. The cast is that strong. There isn't a weak thing about anything they did concerning the cast. And this is not a Marvel versus DC type of review. I'm not trying to do that. But the difference is, in all honesty, Sam Raimi nailed this thing, and he nailed it lock, stock, and barrel. There's not one weak point in this film. He made it worthwhile. The cast made it worthwhile. Ladies and gentlemen, do yourselves a favor. Go support this film. Whether you're a DC fan, a Marvel fan, push all that aside. Just go see the movie as a movie. I guarantee you'll enjoy it.
You know, as I said, I couldn't agree with you more, Kevin. It's awesome because we really see eye to eye. I'm excited about this movie because it's what you said. It's exactly what you said. This movie represents what a superhero movie should be like. What do I mean by that? It's faithful to the character. He acts, looks, talks, and feels like Doctor Strange. There's no apology there. You get the costumes, you get the colors, you get the superpowers, you get Doctor Strange. You get Doctor Strange as a superhero. You get that, however, without insulting your intelligence. Unlike Thor Ragnarok, which I'm going to continue, even if I have the rant, I'm going to continue to cite. It does so without insulting your intelligence, without having a storyline that breaks down, that's not connective, that's not real. Yes, you know, not everything that happened in the story is from the comic books, but it's a coherent story that the 5-year-old could follow as easily as the 95-year-old. There's complexity within the story, but there's simplicity within the story. It starts off with action. There's action soon thereafter, and the action keeps the movie going. Yes. And while it's an action, that's what it's supposed to be. And while the action is going on, there's the character development, there's story plots, there's connective tissues within the movie. Mm-hmm. There's the hero sacrifice. There's, you know what? There's everything that I would want from a superhero movie. The action was delivered on a superheroic level rather than just an action level. Sam Raimi shows you the difference between someone who appreciates who's a fan of the material as opposed to someone who's not a fan of the material. As Kevin said, we go to see Batman, and we both thought it was a good movie. It's well done, well acted, well directed, good cinematography, good score, you name it. And you walk away, it's like, oh, it's not really Batman. It's not really that exciting. It's good, but it's not. Listen, we go watch people in tights and bright colors for the action, okay? Don't insult my intelligence and remove good storytelling and just give me action, but we primarily go see it for the action. Sam Raimi understands that, and he delivers that storyline in an action-packed point of view. And he does it by giving real gifts to the fans, my friend. Like, I hate Easter eggs. Like, I hate it when they're like, oh, if you look on the corner and the back wall, there's a there's a sign that says, I remember the X-Men movies with Bryan Singer, he who shall not be named. And, you know, he would have like Easter eggs, like the name Hank McCoy would be printed somewhere or something like that. Like that means nothing to me. But there are certain Easter eggs in this movie that blew my mind, my friend. Mm-hmm. Seeing certain characters as they were designed, as they were meant to be, just absolutely blew my mind. And I give this 2 thumbs up, way up. I want to see it again. I want to enjoy it again. It had me on my seat from, I'd say, beginning to end. It never let up. I loved it, man. I loved it.
It's one quick thing that I would like to add, and this is not a nitpicking or one versus the other statement, but I want to say it. For those of you that have stated that Spider-Man No Way Home was the movie of the year,
yes, I
dare you to sit through Doctor Strange and keep that statement.
I agree with you. And if I can jump in, there's a couple of things I'm excited about, because sometimes I feel like we're presenting ourselves as just haters. Like, we're always saying, no, this is not good enough. So I'm excited that we see a material that we're both excited of and saying, this is what we're talking about. We were not excited by Spider-Man No Way Home because the story wasn't coherent. It was kind of all over the place, and the motivations weren't quite there. They were selfish. They didn't make sense. What do I mean? Spider-Man is willing to sacrifice the world's, invade the world's mental privacy for his own personal needs. He doesn't have the courage to deal with it. That's a lack of courage. Stephen Strange is going to do that. I mean, it's a canon in the comic books that you don't mess with someone's brain. Professor X doesn't even, he's not even supposed to make you like chocolate cake if you don't like chocolate cake without without your consent. And so Doctor Strange would do that. I remember you when we saw that that's what he was supposed to do prior to the movie coming out, you were like, that's not Doctor Strange. You know, we had a theory that it's got to be some it's got to be Loki. And it turned out to be Doctor Strange. Well, that doesn't make sense. First of all, that doesn't make sense, period. It doesn't make sense to the character. And so it starts, the basis of it starts like that. And then it develops. All of a sudden, there's these villains who you can harken back to the days of Sam Raimi, but it's like there was no linear storyline all the way to the extent of Aunt May dying. She just poops died. It wasn't a build-up to her dying. It wasn't developed well. So because of that, by the time Peter Parker's, angry and killing Green Goblin, you don't feel that sense of connection. This movie had that. It had it from beginning to end. It builds a crescendo. By the time Doctor Strange makes sacrifices for whoever he's going to make sacrifices for, you understand how he grows to care for that character and how he himself grows as a superhero to make those types of sacrifices. So I agree. I couldn't agree with you more, man. I couldn't agree with you more.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am already looking forward to Doctor Strange 3.
It's life or death. You know what? Sam Raimi should be at the realm. But and the movie it ended by saying Doctor Strange will be back. It literally said that. You know what I'm excited about, man? I'm excited about the future. I am excited about the future because if the glimpse that I saw in this movie is any indication of what we might be facing for the future, I will be very excited. I will be very, very excited. There's a character appearance in that movie that I'll explain it when we do the spoiler review, but you know, the faithfulness to that particular character just blew my mind. It just blew my mind. And guys, go see the movie, enjoy it. Let us know what you think. Let us know if you disagree. Let us know if you think Thor Ragnarok should be the new standard. By the way, comparing it to Thor to Love and Thunder, I mean, the trailer looks so bad. I mean, you know, that's the thing. Forgive me for going on. It's the ability to deliver an exciting movie without insulting your intelligence. At no point was Doctor Strange making cutesy notes. That wouldn't work. That doesn't make sense. It detracts from the movie. And Sam Raimi is a funny sort of director. He can go there sometimes. You know, with the Evil Dead series, he does that. But he understands that, no, this is a different genre, and I'm not going to do that because it was deterred from the movie. And when you see the trailer for Thor and you see Thor making one quip after another, you realize that's not, you have no idea what you're dealing with, man. And I wish that we could find a Thor movie that delivers the epic journey, the climax, the culmination of powers and the hero's journey, and as presented by Sam the Man Raimi. 2 thumbs up, way up.
All I can say in closing, partner, is when you're ready to go back, give me a call.
Roger that, man. Roger that. Guys, as I said, let us know what you think. This time we really want to know if you agree with us or disagree with us. And don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget to join us next time.
See you soon, folks.
All right. All right, man. That's it. We know.